Hello, Portland Symphonic Choir singers, and welcome to our last installment of Let's Get Ready to Sing Again. And as we get started with this last lesson, I just want to bring back the foundational concepts that I've been circling around for the last 8 weeks. Be consistent, sing with your full voice, don't listen, don't manipulate your technique. You can't make the voice do anything. So when we try for a note or we try to get something right, that extra effort can be translated into physical tension, and that just makes everything a little harder. It's better to focus on the things that we can control. Most importantly, our breath and being consistent and free with how we use it and how we shape the resonators for vowels. So these last few exercises bring us back to those foundational ideas. So let's get started with our singing today. Our first exercise is a little bit of staccato and a little bit of legato mixed together. I did use H's as a way to start the breath, but you don't have to use the H's in number one if you don't want to. So we have ha, hee, ha, hee, ha, ha, ha. So we get a little bit of the bounce and a little bit of connection through those he's. So let's do it together. And ha, hee, ha, hee, ha, ha, ha. 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 Couple more. Last one. All right, so our second one, going back to the 5-note scale, because you know how much I'd like a 5-note scale, almost as much as a 9-note scale, so we're putting them both together in exercise number 2. I did give you a Z, Z, Z to encourage some vowel shape while we're moving breath through the Z. If you don't like the Z's, you can take the Z's out. So we have our Z, Z, Z. You don't need to go that fast if you don't want to, but let's just go ahead and give it a try. Remember to keep the vibrato active and moving because that is indicative of freedom in the voice. That will keep our speed up. So let's do it together. And Z, Z, Z. 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 More. All right, this third one, I really like this one. So actually I'm going to start it a little higher. Baritones and tenors, feel free to flip into the falsetto on this exercise, flipping out towards the top and then flipping back into your mix as you come back down. And sopranos and altos, as we move down, feel free to go into chest voice and then flip back over to head voice. This is very much in line with going through, dying cow. Freedom to flip the break means a looseness of the voice. So we have And as we work on these exercises, remember consistency is key. So sometimes we get our goal, sometimes we are, it's just a good effort to try to get our goal. But as we're doing that, sometimes we have a predilection to want to squeeze into that top note. Just stay the same. It will be so much better for your sound and for the freedom of the singing. Let's do the last exercise now. We have exercise 4. Moving through vowels, starting with a neutral You know how much I like my neutral vowel. I've talked a lot in the last 8 weeks about making the shape of the vowel, not the sound of the vowel. So this last exercise is about remembering how we make the shape, especially going from like to E, and think about how the tongue moves rather than what the E sounds like. So that really paying attention to how is my tongue moving to change these vowel shapes. Let's do it together. And that's our last vocalies of lesson 8. I will be back in a minute. We will sing Drink to Me Only with Thine Eyes as our reward for good vocalises today. So I'll see you in a second. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sean Khanna's Living Room. We are in the Bay Area this week, and Sean has graciously offered to play for us today our last version of Drink to Me Only with Thine Eyes. Some of you might remember Sean as he was with us during our Rodgers and Hammerstein sing-along a few months ago. So, you ready, Sean?
I am, are you?
Oh, no. We're going to just have some fun because that's what we do when we sing. It's all for the fun. So, let's give it a try. With thine eyes, and I will pledge with mine. I leave a kiss within the cup, and I'll not ask for wine. The thirst that from the soul doth rise, doth ask a drink divine. But might I of Jove's nectar sup, I would not change for thine. sent thee late a rosy wreath, not so much honoring thee, as giving it a hope that there it would not withered be. But thou thereon didst only breathe, and send'st it back to me. Since when it grows and swells, I swear, not of itself, but
That was beautiful.
I'll see you guys soon, all right? Have a good weekend.
Have a nice weekend.